Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Oh, God. We're going to start with camera dramas already at the beginning. Great fun. Do let me know if you can hear me. Oh, my goodness.
Can they hear you?
I'm not sure. Can you hear me, guys? Loud and clear. Great stuff. Thanks, Patsy. Right. Good evening. Wednesday it is. Let's have a look. Got some chatters already. Hi, Missy, Leslie, Woo Woo, Anna Karen, Patsy, Cheryl, and Sandy. Good evening to you, everybody. Hi, Mahmouda. Hope you're all doing well. You may hear, you may not. It comes and goes, but I am not quite so well today. I've got a bit of a dodgy sore throat, which I've been fighting for the last couple of days. So the stream will end bang on time at 9 p.m. So I'm not going to run late because I have an early start in the morning. I'm going into office, yeah, I'm quite tired, and as you can hear, I'm not running at 100%, but still, I'm here stitching away. It's my therapy. Thanks, Mahmouda. Yeah, everybody is. I talk to everybody who comments in the chat, so yeah, absolutely. Patsy, gutted you couldn't join on Sunday. Had your son visiting. Yeah, that's fine. You just missed the biggest humdinger of all arguments, though. Oh, God, the girls were at it. I'm sending them your way. Hi, Rosemary. I'll be fine. I'm just a touch under the weather. Just power on, don't we? It doesn't help that we're really busy at work at the moment after the outage last week. The crowd strike. Is it crowd strike?
Yeah.
It's just kind of made things go a little bit cray-cray at work. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of feeling the pressure at the moment. But, you know, I've got the week off next week. From 5 o'clock on Friday, I will be down in tools, and that'll be it. So, and I am set to enjoy the big stitch and some hard-earned downtime. So, yeah, it sounds worse than what it is. I sound like I've been eating gravel. But, yeah, it comes and goes. You know, in an hour or so, I could sound absolutely fine, and you'll think there's nothing wrong with me. Hi, Laurie.
That's what I'm hoping for.
What, that I'm sounding okay in an hour?
Yeah.
So, it's been a fun couple of days. I should tie them up in separate rooms when I stream. That's a really good idea. They already have separate rooms, but tie them up and gag them. That'd be great, I think. Keep them quiet. Little monkeys. Hi, Enid. How are you? I've completely lost my appetite as well, which can only be a good thing. So, I found myself eating by the clock today. rather than actually eating by hunger. The fabric. So the fabric is 20 count Ada, this one, Mahmouda. It's normally I would use 25 count, but I got some 20 count and I thought I'd give it a bash. This is 20 count Ada 2/1 full cross. This is She Sleeps that I'm working on. It is my focus for a finish, and I am very near to 30%. I am 29.48%. So about to hit a goal. What's the OMAD? What does OMAD mean, Enid? Not an acronym I'm familiar with. Oh dear. Hi, sunny days. Laurie is under a nasty storm warning. Every time you're live, this happens. Oh dear. Am I an omen for the storm coming in, Laurie? Ah, 1 meal a day, right. Oh, gotcha. I'm feeling yuck due to antihistamine. Yeah, they'll do it. But yeah, I normally eat 3 times a day, and I will get hungry and I might snack on like some fruit or something between meals. But today I've had my breakfast. I didn't really want it, but I've been up since sort of 5 and it was 11 o'clock and I thought, well, I better eat something. Well, I say 11 o'clock, not far off 11 o'clock. And then I had my lunch, and I haven't been hungry since then. I had a couple of rice cakes this afternoon as a snack, and I've just got a Freddo, so, but no, just not hungry. Patsy, I'm using 20 count Ada on mine. Do you find it frays your DMC? Not particularly yet, Patsy, but then again, I do tend to use quite short lengths of thread. So I don't know if that will be making the difference. My thread lengths are 50 centimeters, and then a loop starts, so I'm actually only using like a 25 centimeter length of thread, which is only 30 or 40 stitches, so it doesn't really have the time to fray. But I do, obviously, as you can see, I do guide my thread through anyway, so. Anyway, what are we all working on? She Sleeps for me. I've also worked a little on Realm of Middle-earth today. Yeah, it could be, Patsy, use shorter length and you might find it's better. It's good to have long lengths because then you're not having to refill your needle every 2 minutes, but still. The short lengths keep thread in good condition. So Cheryl, you're working on your Disney cross stitch. Lovely. Must be a good way through that now. Victorian Santa for Patsy. Lovely. Pain-free cross Daydream Heather Edfords for Sandy, 46.74%. Closing down on that halfway mark, Sandy. Mahmouda lost my bug, but I'm working on full coverage of Jamie and Claire from Outlander. Confetti in Confetti House, so Bug's gone for a walk. you know what I do when I get like that, Mahmouda? I would just like do a strand or two and then do something else, you know, whether it be, you know, go and tidy a drawer or something, I don't know, and then go back to it and, you know, just sort of do a little bit, or have another project on the go and just like do a couple of strands in your confetti project and then do something else for the rest of your stitchy sesh. It'll come back. Katinka at the Little Cake Shop by Amy Stewart, 33%. Great stuff. Steampunk Beauty by Artisy for Leslie. Laurie, one of my YouTube friends would like to invite you to her channel on Tuesday. I just want your permission to say her channel. Oh, that sounds interesting, Laurie. Yes, of course. Sandy, yes, can't wait. Oh, it's brilliant. When you get to 50%, you have to send me a photo, Sandy. Sunny days, I'm actually knitting on a mitered square. Been a bit off with cross stitch last week or so. Anna Karen searching for missing threads still. Oh dear. Perhaps you'll send you the pic when there's something to see at 2.45%. Great stuff. Laurie, some of your new subs will be there. Oh, fantastic. Mahmouda, that's a good idea. I'll give it a try. Perfect. Yeah, just, you know, even if it's just like you do like a little tiny kit, you know, like a cover kit sort of size, sometimes it just brings it back. Just do it, you know, in small bites, as it were. Hi, Celia. Restarting mounting cabin, this time max colours. I 36% done 2/110 and decided to restart it. Well, if you're not happy with it, oh, I've gone blurry. Come on. Come on. Thank you. If you're not happy with it, then yeah. Did you not like the coverage or how it looked, or? It was too thick. Right, I see. So are you going to do it 2/110 or 1/1 cross, or how's it going to go, Celia, on your restart? One over one full cross, yeah. And the lovely Karen Needlebug is looking at a finish for hers for Fred fairly soon. So I'm keeping an eye out for her stream as well. Mum and Pop Quilt Shop. Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. It's 2:44 now for me. Not sure about your time. Gemma Stitches visits as well. So at the moment, it is 7:45 at night here. So if it's 2:44 p.m. for you, and it's 7:44 p.m. for me, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm 5 hours in front. And I happen to not be working next week, which is marvellous. So 11 a.m. would be like 4 p.m. for me. I sent you picking my dogs through to chat in the next couple of days. I got so excited about my flag, I forgot all about it. No worries, Patsy, no worries at all. And the unicorn scissors have gone for a walk. They have disappeared somewhere. I misplaced them yesterday. Can I find them? I'm going to be looking for some new ones at the big stitch anyway. It's an excuse to treat myself, isn't it? Bonus, pop in. I've met Laura Lynn several times. She's sweet, cross stitch Tuesdays. Laurie, have I got you on Facebook? Can't remember if I have. Speaking of Facebook, so just chomping the last of my Freddo. Okay. Catherine is coming in from Facebook, says hi to all. Might have to catch on the rerun. Spanish catches, but not sure for how long. Hi, Catherine. Hope you're having a good time with your visitor. No, not on Facebook. How do I? You can search me on there, Nicola L. Smith, or I can actually probably pop a link in to my profile. Wait a minute. And then you can add me there as a friend, Lauren, to send me a message of how to join in, okay? Control and C. Okay. And this is for everybody. So if you want to add me on Facebook, just click that link. Don't ask about the nickname. It's a very long story. Right. Casa Sanina has 25% off for a couple of days. So if you are looking at buying something from Casa Sanina, now's the time. Hi, Maria. Ah, great stuff, Laurie. Thank you. Right. So, yeah, if you just send me a message of how to join in, and I should be there on Tuesday, all being well. But if it does get to about 1/4 the hour and I'm not there, just give me a prod, won't you?
Tuesday?
Yeah. You shaking your head for?
Because I'm busy typing and I heard you shouldn't be there on Tuesday. Help me out.
I'm doing a live stream. Joining in on.
Oh, I'm there live stream. Oh, sorry, I was too busy typing.
Yeah, go back to sleep, sweetheart. Lost some weight, Nicola, 4 pounds. Well done, Maria. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great to hear. I didn't lose any this week. I stayed the same, but I'm hoping that when I go to my weigh-in tomorrow, I've lost some. Missy, I would recommend Kai embroidery scissors. They aren't fancy to look at, but the sharpest and the points are so fine. That's what I want. I want some decent sharp point scissors. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? Andy was down at that village.
Which one?
Was it yesterday?
Which one?
The one with the Bishop name in it.
Crockwell Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yesterday.
I was in Crockwell Bishop yesterday.
Ah.
And Crockwell Butler.
Hi, Kashi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. And what are you two ladies, oh, the ladies that have joined, what are you all working on? Oh, my voice. Mind you, if I go into office tomorrow and I clearly can't talk, they'll not make me take phone calls, will they? Every cloud and all that. That's brilliant. Thanks, Maria. Lindsay's stitching Celestial Dragon, still pushing for the finish. Great stuff. Can't be far away now. Cash is doing good, working on disintegration, inching towards 65%. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm heading towards 30 on this one, which is great. I'm happy with that. Started on, I got a model stitch coming this week, so I started on that this week. And with being so busy at work, I think my stitch time's going to be limited a little bit until I'm off on my my leave. Enid, playing Animal Crossing and putting a few stitches in my Celtic knot piece before I move on to my new start. Lovely. Oh, my days. So a few weeks ago, my boss asked me a favour. She said, my daughter's friend has a little boy and they have a crochet, it's like a doily, but it's all gone ratty and fallen apart. You know, is there any chance, could you whip something up for him? And I said, yeah, no problem. So I made I would call it a soft hexagonal, because it wasn't strict hexagonal, like a soft hexagonal doily for him. And today I was on a Zoom with my boss, and she was actually at her daughter's house. She's up in Sheffield. My boss actually lives, you know, the other end of the country from me, but comes up sort of once a month. And her daughter popped on and she said, oh, she says, I've been meaning to say it's absolutely fantastic. Was going to get you a photograph of the little one with it, but he fell asleep and he was hugging it and you couldn't see it because he was hugging it so much. And I was like, oh, and it was so cute. I was like, oh. So it sounds like my couple of hours of crochet was successful. I've been busy working on Hannah's blanket as well, so I'm going to have to show that, excuse me, in my next floss tube as well, I think, and show you the progress. We're now on the decreasing part, so it was approved by her today as well. It's very quiet tonight. You watch that get spoiled in a minute. As soon as I've said that it's quiet. Well, I need nice for the two little munchkins to be starting to knock lumps out of one another again, isn't it? Your kids are playing Grand Theft Auto, Enid. Well, at least they're playing it and not doing it, eh? I don't want it, as long as they're not reenacting, that's absolutely fine. No, it's not weird at all. Finally fixed the mistake of a couple of rows back and knitted to where I was. Oh, brilliant. What are you making, Sunny Days? I have a question about the big stitch, says Katinka, who's organising it. So it's a sort of a newly formed foursome called Big Stitch Events. They consist of a lady called Caroline, a lady called Andrea, a lady called Sammy, and the other one absolutely escapes me. I've gone all blurry. Come on, focus. They only recently sort of started doing this. They did a retreat a couple of years back in Retford, not far from me, and it was very successful. And it just kind of evolved from there. Come on. And for this Big Stitch one, they wanted a bigger venue and more vendors and stuff. But if you have a search on Facebook for the Big Stitch, they've got a group there, Katinka, and a page, I think, that tells you all about it. I don't think this will be the last one. I'm finishing quarterly paperwork, says Laurie, then I can stitch for days. Yeah. Sense of satisfaction when the paperwork is done and the time is yours. Surely Sunday night was a once in a while argument, says Patsy. Oh, I wish. They fight terribly. Although today they've been out for their tea together. I don't know what am I doing here. Just a whole bunch of mitered squares using various odds and ends of sock yarns. I've lost £4. Yeah, brilliant, Maria. I've seen that a couple of times already in the chat, lovey. Yeah, and it's fantastic news. Looking forward to your report from the Big Stitch, and I hope you get better till the weekend. Yeah, me too. on both things. To make a lap blanket, it might end up being about 9 by 12 squares, which I'll then crochet together. Sounds lovely. Hi, Kelly. Doing chores and lost track of time. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm more dearing about, though, the chores or the losing track. Cashy says, my game I've been playing since the beginning, some 20 years now, is getting a new expansion soon that will really compete with Stitchy Time in the foreseeable. Hey, if it makes you happy. Oh, it's so annoying. I've got something caught between my teeth and it's bugging the life out of me. What am I looking for? 893. We're going out of town for the weekend. So I want to leave things fairly tidy. The kids will be coming and going to look after the dogs. Brilliant. Not expecting it. Not expecting what, Maria? To lose more, or £4 is great. I hate when a I hate when a blueberry seed crams itself behind my crown. Yep. Been meaning to ask you and have been forgetting, but now you're doing live. I can ask, have you fallen out of love with the Lord of the Rings full coverage series from Etsy? Nope. I just haven't got around to starting any more of them. But I still want them all. I'll finish them all. Desperate to see the next installment. Haven't decided which one to do. Enid has £65 to go to final goal. You'll get there. I'm glad you're pleased, Mahmouda. Yeah, not to worry. They will be coming out. What's that Lord of the Rings from Etsy? It's a travel poster series, Patsy. Let me just show you a couple of them, because I've got them all in my pattern keeper. Let's see. That one's a Rivendell one. What else we got here? The Mind Warrior. And I have done Visit Mordor. And I have done this one, which is Visit Minas Tirith. I have a sticker on my tablet. Are you talking about this, Enid? It's just part of the operating thing. I have a mini goal of losing £5 more. I need to before the end of August as I have a doctor's appointment. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. He wants me to lose £1 a week, and I'm close to that already. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I changed my project pics as you requested. Yeah, I've seen that one, Laurie. Thank you. I just didn't want you to miss out on the votes. I don't know if they're still on Etsy, but they are. If not on Etsy, they do via Buy Me a Coffee. They also do some Harry Potter stuff and that as well, and some other bits and pieces. It's called Country Magic Stitch. If they're not open on Etsy, you might get them through Buy Me a Coffee. I'm pretty sure Caroline of Evertotes and Kerry of Roxy Flosco from London, Ontario, where I'm from, are also going to the big stage. Oh, super. I know that there's certainly a lady flying in, at least one from Europe. Come on. Thank you. If they are, you have time to look me up. Or find me in there. I know that they certainly had Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. I can't remember which other ones that they had on Country Magic Stitch. She's got quite a few. She's got some like movie posters and things as well. You know, like the classic movies. Country Magic Stitch. Let me see if I can find you a link. Might be easier. There we go. Found a website, I think. There we go. And I could have just enabled myself there. They've got another Lord of the Rings one there, the Argonath. Oh, there's the Argonath. What else have they got? Oh God, they've got loads of Dirty Dancing ones. They've got Harry Potter ones, Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and stuff. Oh, don't worry, Memuda, it's fine. They've got some Game of Thrones ones. Maps, travel, kitchen and food, love, wedding, Christmas. Oh, all sorts. Some Doctor Who ones. There's one there that I think Lauren would like, Andy. Travel by TARDIS.
Probably.
I'm feeling I might be having more starts next year. than I originally planned. Yes, Patsy, it's really naughty, isn't it? And she's got discount codes on that website. And you get them really quickly as well. And they're all Pattern Keeper compatible. Very good. All of the Lord of the Rings ones are all the same size, 23,000 something stitches. They're all of them exactly the same size. So I'm doing them on 18 count. So I know that when I do them, they're all going to come out the same size. I'll need the same frame for everyone. In fact, those Lord of the Rings ones could make good office stitching. You can't breathe. Oh dear. Is that because of that website? Please tell me you're not having a medical event there, Patsy. Have a drink. Oh God. Can't breathe. I can't speak. Oh my dear. Oh, the website, right. Okay, cool. You're not having a medical event. I don't have to ring somebody for you. And they're all such easy stitches as well. You know, I mean, I could, when I did Mordor and Minas Tirith, I were doing them in like a fortnight. If you click on the shop banner at the top and scroll down the left side, it gives you all the categories. Just, you know, casually enabling you, you know.
Are you enabling people?
I am.
How very dare you?
I know.
I get told off for doing that.
Right, I am just going to nip up in the chat and I'm going to delete my Facebook link. So if anybody wants to add me on Facebook, do so in the next few minutes, because I will be deleting that link just in case we get anybody come in who I don't really want on my Facebook, if that makes sense. So. As soon as this video will be published for everybody to see. Patsy can't get them in a cart fast enough. Which ones have you picked, Patsy? So far. Oh dear, Mahmouda, I think we're in trouble. But thanks for reminding me about Country Magic Stitch, because I've been meaning to check back to see if there are any more Lord of the Rings ones. And of course, I've just seen the Argonauts on there. And I've seen one that I think Lauren would rather like. Have a good lunch, Kelly. Speak soon. Oh my days.
Oh dear.
Okay, Sonny. I might be playing Thread Chicken here.
Are you playing Thread Chicken?
I might be.
Dear, oh dear, Nikki, you know better than that.
Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, right? Yep. Right, am I going to win this Thread Chicken? I think so. You think so too, Mahmouda? Yeah, definitely. So I know that there's at least 8 or 9 Lord of the Rings charts. Adding the Harry Potter ones into the mix, and there's a fair few of those. I think we might have just bankrupted Patsy by the end of this stream. Come on, push down. Thank you. Yep, I have to flip it though. I won the Thread Chicken now. Look at that. I think I win. You don't drink coffee, only tea. Is that weird? Nope. I like coffee and I like tea. I don't mind drinking either if they've cooled down to almost cold or to cold. But you wouldn't find me, you won't find me buying iced coffee or iced tea, because I don't like them. That's weird. Every time I see you post a video, I always wonder whether or not you'll announce a new start and if one of those will be the one. I'm not doing any new starts at all this year, Mahmouda, which is why you've not seen any. The only new starts that I'm doing is model stitching work that I've been doing. So that's why you've not seen any more new starts from that series. But don't worry. They will be coming. Sorry, can't chat. I'm busy, says Patsy. Oh dear. I spy charts, fabric and floss in Patsy's future. Who agrees? Yep, no worries, Enid. Get yourself off. Yeah, Mahmouda, I think she'll be really happy stitching them as well, because the nice easy stitches fairly blocky. Oh, I've just dropped my needle. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, fairly blocky and easy stitches. So you can almost stitch them without thinking. Have you seen the one ring that I'm starting next year, Mahmouda? Tilton Crafts one. I don't think the pattern's available anymore because she's just retired quite a lot of them. And I think that was amongst it. I just love it. Yeah, absolutely. Very simple but incredible results. And you know, those are sometimes that I can't even speak. Sometimes those are the most effective pieces that we stitch. Ah, thanks, Mahmouda. It's a labour of love. No, zooming over to your on your Instagram. Oh, right, okay, having a peek on my Instagram. I don't think I've put it on there. Let me show you in Pattern Keeper. I'll show you the mock-up for it. So, you know how I'm doing the Realm Middle Earth map? This one is like a companion piece. And it's called One to Rule Them All. Come on. Thank you. Just look at it. It's got like a shine there. And there's no sparkly threads or anything in it. It's just called One to Rule Them All, it's called. I would love, to be able to stitch all day. I really would. Dream of mine. I need to win that lottery. Yeah, there's a fair amount of black in it, Laurie, but, I have a corn of 310, I have a corn of doom, so I'll have that for quite a lot of my colours, actually, but there you go. Certainly is. Absolutely glorious, I agree. And it's, the charting on it, it looks as though it's used in like sparkly thread and stuff, but it's not. Yeah, no, it's not on my Instagram. Did you just see it on here, Mahmoud, or shall I show it again? Cone of Mordor, yeah. Yeah, it's a lovely one. I mean, I can remember when I saw the map. Heaven and Earth Designs had put out their version of the map, and I don't know why, but there was just something about it. It wasn't quite, didn't call to me. Come on. And then that Tilton one came out, and I was like, yeah, I'm having that. Hi, Esther. And I can remember because I was working at, I wasn't working where I am now. I was working in a call centre. And I rang Andy on my break, and because I knew it was a limited edition. I'm like, you just got to do something for me. And Andy's like, what do you mean? What do you want? So I said, told him what I wanted. And by the time I'd got home, he'd downloaded it. And this was before I had Pattern Keeper. And he'd printed off every page. And there was something like 150 pages of pattern or something daft like that. And I was just, you know, and then I started it and I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oh, but the map has been going now for 8 years, I think. 7 or 8 years. My oldest whip. And I'm not at a third through yet, not quite. What tablet do I use for Pattern Keeper? I have got, it's a Lenovo one. It's only used for Pattern Keeper and emails. Or rather stitchy related stuff, shall I say, because I do my Gecko Rouge ordering off it and what have you. And a couple of years back, I was very kindly given some money for my birthday and Christmas. And I clubbed them together because they're only a month apart. Well, not even that. And I thought I'll have a decent tablet for my stitchy stuff, one that's going to last a while. It's an Android tablet, Enid, so if you can, you know, download Android apps onto whatever tablet you're using. I can't speak, I'm so sorry. Then that'd be perfect. My new start is Love Letters by Modern Folk Embroidery. Laurie, if you'd load the free app BlueStacks on your laptop or PC, Pattern Keeper will work. I use it that way. Love it. I've got my huge Haid on it, I presume. Is the ring chart smaller than the map? Yes, much smaller. The map is 789,750 stitches. The one to rule them all is 80,500 stitches, so much smaller. The Tilton one is great, but my God, you would have to have the patience of the saint. It's huge. Yeah. 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 790,000 stitches on it, Mahmouda. Okay. I haven't read books. I tried, but I found them to be a bit harder going. I also tried audiobook, but I found myself drifting off and not listening. The films, of course, I'm very keen of. So yeah, can't wait to see the new one that's coming out, but obviously we're going to have to wait a bit for that. I don't know, I had a cheap, awful Samsung tablet for Pattern Keeper years ago, and it was so bad I quit using it. Yeah, so this Lenovo one's quite good, but I only use it for email, Pattern Keeper, and my Gecko Rouge habit. So Patsy's back with every Harry Potter and every Lord of the Rings chart that she could find. Whew. Have you ever been tempted to use markup? In a word, no. I am more than happy with Pattern Keeper. And I'm at the if it ain't broke school. So I got in with markup when it was one-time fee, and I'm glad. Yeah. I don't know. Do they charge a monthly subscription for markup now? I think Pattern Keeper, I've just paid the one-time fee, but I don't know if it still is. But I've had it for about 3 years now, something like that. It's Pattern. I have a Fire tablet Pattern Keeper for Cheryl. How do you get on with that, Cheryl? I've heard some people say that the Fire tablets are quite slow for it. Only $46.80. Let's have a whip round for you, Patsy. Sunny days, well, at 80k, I could see myself working on that one, but I have too many others I want to work on first. Yeah. I have a couple of unmarked stitches. Why have I got a couple of unmarked stitches? Because I didn't mark them off. Exodo is no more. They ruined it. I think markup is now a subscription app. Yeah, Leslie agrees. Is the same, but interested. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Patsy, you're going to have to do a spinny wheel of doom to pick the first project out of that little lot, aren't you? I've done little cake shops, says Cheryl. Works fine, didn't find it slow. Oh, that's good to use. Come on. Sandy's got a Samsung Galaxy Tablet A7, no problem with Pattern Keeper. Yeah, I chose this Lenovo one because it's got a fairly decent sized screen. And I ordered some of these clips, some of these fabric clips, and they came in a plastic case that is just perfect for storing or carrying my tablet around in. So when I travel, I now have a hard protective case for it. It's great. Yeah, get them all on a spinny wheel, Patricia, Patsy, and then you'll be able to have the decision in the lap of the gods. I'll have another drink. Oh dear. My throat's starting to feel it a bit now. Oh. I'm definitely a bit slower at stitching, but that's okay. It's no rush, is there? Am I a process stitcher or a progress stitcher? I am both. I am definitely both, because I love the process of it, but the way I have my rotation is so that I'll always see progress. So yeah, I am both. So the way I've set my rotation up is that every time I bring out, obviously I have several works in progress. I have one that's closest to a finish, which is this one. I have another 7 projects. I divide my week into 4, and that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So on each of the grouped 2 days, I pick whichever piece is in my rotation and aim to put in 1,000 stitches. Once I've got to that 1,000 stitches, I will then stop and I'll pick up either a model stitch if I've got one on the go, or my focus for a finish, which is now this one. But Sunday is slightly different, because on Sunday I have my Sunday stitch and I work on that piece all day. I always try and get at least 200 stitches a day in on my focus for a finish, but then 1,000 stitches for each rotation piece in turn. So every week I know I'm getting at least 5,000 stitches, because 1,000 stitches Monday, Tuesday, 1,000 stitches Wednesday, Thursday, 1,000 stitches Friday, Saturday, at least 1,000 stitches Sunday, plus if I worked on this piece, say 5 days, I get 1,000 stitches on that. So, but then I love the process of it, and each one of my pieces is worked just ever so slightly differently. I saw a YouTube video where the stitcher added extra lines to the gridded fabric, essentially breaking the square into 4 blocks. Has anyone tried this? Nope. So essentially what they're doing is they're having 5 by 5 squares, aren't they, Rosemary? It's not something I've tried, although I have seen it, and sometimes I've seen them just put like a cross in the middle of the square so they can see the central stitch. But no, I've never stitched in that way before. Be interesting to know if anybody else has though. I'm just getting the back end of Flirt. Lovely name for the new COVID strain. Kashi. Sunny days as I'm sitting here knitting, I'm trying to decide which of the other projects I have here I should put on the scroll thread next. Hate, Northern Expressions, Gecko Rouge, Ink Circles, or Pandemic. Oh, you need a spinny wheel as well. If you don't mind which one you stitch, stick it on a spinny wheel. Put it in the lap of the gods. Any thoughts on how you're going to set up your new starts next year with regards to full cross versus 10 and account of the fabric and fabric type? Well, all my Gecko Rouge ones are set in stone. There will be 1/1 full cross on the 25 count fabric. I think I might have got one on 18 count. If that's the case, that'll be 2/1. So all my Gecko Rouge ones will be as kitted. The only difference is Christmas cat, and what I will do is I'll match that to the fabric that the Halloween cat's on, because I can't remember. In terms of the one ring, which is number 10, it probably will be full cross 1/1. I've got some 28 count that I could use. I might do that, but it will come out fairly small. Having said that, I don't think that will be a bad thing. My Marta Darlig, whichever one wins the vote, I will probably match it to my other Darligs. For some reason, I stitched Avarice and I am stitching Envy on 25 count Lugana. So I'll probably get some 25 count Lugana for that. And it'll be 1/1 full cross. I have no plans to start anything in tent stitch. But then again, as I said, when I go to Big Stitch at the weekend, I am going to be seeking out if there's something there for start number or for number 12 slot. I'm kind of thinking about some sort of chatelaine. But we'll see when we get there. I might just find a pattern that I love. I don't know. Because I know Modern Folk Embroidery is going to be there. I haven't stitched one of his, but I could be tempted. Do I only do full coverage? No, mainly full coverage, but not only. Last year I did a couple of non-full coverages. I mean, Autumn Waltz was one, and the map of Yorkshire was another. Both of those were non-full coverage. I don't do a lot of non-full coverage, but I do some. It just depends on if the fancy takes me. But you know, the last start, there's no full coverage or not set in stone there, so I don't mind whether it is or it isn't, not fussy. Yes, Leslie, definitely, me too. I know Sarah's going to be there paying for your crafts. She's going to be taking some kits down, so I shall have a look and see what she's bringing. I love your rotation. I struggle with rotations. Yeah, so did I, until I kind of just made the decision. How am I going to get progress and everything sort of getting even looking? And I figured 1,000 stitches is a good progress number. It's quite a lot when you think about it. Confetti takes away my love for the piece very quickly. Yes, but you know, if you're only doing it in small chunks, I'm finding like my stitching shelf's got a lot of confetti. But stitching that in smaller size chunks of 1,000 stitches, I don't tend to notice it so much, and I don't tend to get, you know, annoyed with it and not want to stitch it. It's just enough. Do I listen to audiobooks or watch TV while stitching? Neither. I don't watch TV. I only ever watched one programme, and the BBC cancelled it a couple of years ago. So they took away my one and only programme that I watched. I don't listen to audiobooks because I find myself drifting off and not listening to an audiobook. What I do is I watch and listen to YouTube. So I listen to true crime. I listen to FlossTube. I listen to people who are building an off-grid lifestyle, because that's a subject that interests me. I listen to people who are adventuring and traveling. You know, so I listen to, you know, news, gossip. There's lots of subjects I listen to on YouTube. But no, television is not a love of mine. In fact, our home television is actually broken, so we couldn't watch it anyway. There you go. And even the girls don't bother with television. They are, well, Hannah does upstairs. She'll watch her television. Lauren is laptop, phone, TikTok, YouTube. She likes to watch like streamers, you know, gaming streamers, that kind of thing. I wish this camera would stop doing its silly zoomy thing. I fell in love with my poltergeist. Oh, hang on, go back to up a couple of comments. Would love to see Stitch Chatelaine, then it might enable me. We'll have to see what I come home with, Katinka, won't we? Laurie would love to do Chatelaine. The map was stunning. And I fell in love with my poltergeist pirate via YouTube of a Stitch convention. Oh. Well, I know for a fact that the lovely Karen on her Facebook group is having a Zoom session while I'm at the Big Stitch. So I might just join in on her Zoom. I found a YouTube channel called Great Company, podcast with interviews with different people. Oh, that sounds good. I might have to look that one up, Celia. I like to watch nostalgia stuff as well. you know, like documentaries and things, which if you get a lot of on YouTube. So, yeah. I even, you know, like if I'm working from home and I'm doing queue work, I will still listen to YouTube while I'm doing that as well. What's the programme on the Beeb that went? Holby City. I used to quite like Holby City. It was a very good ending. A great way for it to bow out after so many years, but gutted when they cancelled it. And what's the off-grid lifestyle? So, a couple of people I watch are living abroad and they bought a piece of land, usually with some kind of derelict building on it, and they're restoring and turning it into a functional home. And off-grid means without mains water, mains electricity, you know, that kind of thing. So you know, have your own water source and generate your own power via solar panel or wind power or whatever. And I just find them fascinating. I really do. The mark off I've not done. There. Get rid of them too. Okay. I listen to Flush Tube at night. My brain never stops, so I give it something to do when it works. I sleep, no stupid dreams. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. When I've done watching this, I've got one or two videos that have popped up that I want to watch. So,
What, tonight?
Yeah, but they're only like short ones, 10 minutes or so. I'm not going to be long in bed though, because I'm.
That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Because you said you were wanting to disappear.
Yeah. I like Ben Fogel. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like Ben. I like that one that they did on the island a few years back, and it kind of didn't really come back after a while. That was good. Castaway or something it was called. I'll put them into Pat Keep in the morning. I think I'll have to input the thread numbers. Might not, Pat, say I didn't. Pretty sure I didn't have to input the thread numbers. That's fascinating. Would love to do that in the Highlands of Scotland. Be a bit cold. I don't want to do it somewhere warm. I'm watching some people who are down in Portugal. In fact, I've got 4 that I watch in Portugal. They're all very different. You've got the family who are making their farm into kind of a business. You've got the couple who are retirees. And then you've got 2 young couples at opposite ends of the spectrum. So one with leave to remain in Portugal and the others that have to come back to the UK after every so often. And yeah, they're all 4 of them are very different. But yeah, they provide some weekend watching for me. And then there's Dustin up in Canada. I don't know if you Canadian people on here might know of Dustin Destination Adventure. He is, I'm sure I've mentioned him before, he is travelling to places that are seldom seen in the outreach areas of Canada. And it's lovely. I mean, the scenery up there is just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I give my eye teeth to be doing what he's doing, but it's never going to happen, unfortunately, unless I win the lottery. First one he tried asked you to, oh dear. I don't remember having to do that with mine, but was it Harry Potter? Which one was you tried to do first, Patsy? Might not be one that I've done. Do I watch our Portuguese homestead? I love that one. No, that's not one that's on my list. I'll have a look. You've seen him, Laurie? Yeah. He is, he's so respectful, and I love the way like he finds people from the local area and sits and talks to them. Doesn't just go there and take his pictures, do his video and go to the next place. If it's inhabited, he'll make a point of talking to some people if he can, which I think is fantastic. Anyway. Right, I am just about at my witching hour. It's 9 o'clock. So, Laurie, send me a Facebook message about Tuesday, will you? Just so I know what to do and where to be. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Laurie. That's the words I was looking for. Finds out the history and the lifestyle. So, yes.
It's like what I do. What's none of that?
Yeah, but just Dustin's very different to you.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Dustin's channel, Destination Adventure? Yeah, so that's a different one to the ones I've got. So, yeah. I haven't got Hogwarts Express, but I think my Lord of the Rings ones went in no trouble. Right, so yeah, it's 9 o'clock, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. As you can hear, my voice is getting even worse. I've done just 200 stitches because I've done 30 before I started.
You've done well.
I've just done a couple of hundred, so... but yeah, I will see you guys Sunday with an update from the big stitch and let you know how it went. And I might even, if I did find something, I might even give you guys a sneak peek. So that'll give you an excuse to tune in on Sunday, won't it? But thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks for joining. And I'll speak to you soon. All right, take care, everyone. Bye for now.